Good morning, everyone. I'm George Kosch, and today is the first day of August. So we have some announcements to make for our top monitor, top three, that is, for monitors for the sales that they've helped make for all of you out there. And it's important to remember that monitors are volunteers. They come in and they're just members like everyone, and they volunteer their time to close sales. So we reward the top three with some commission money. And we also have to congratulate our top salesperson for the month of July. So we're going to get on to that too. But first, a little bit about Worldprofit. We've started this company back in 1994, a long time ago, right when the internet was, well, when the internet was born, I suppose. The World Wide Web came to be. A browser called Mosaic was launched actually in late 93, but nobody knew about it. How could you find out about the first browser? And it didn't work very well, of course, the first few versions, but we got our hands on it, about 30, almost 31 years ago now. Well, boy, a long time ago. And we started to create websites. What can I say? My background is I was in the military. I got out of the military after 10 years. I went to military college and got my degree in physics. And I was not a programmer, but I learned. I got a computer after I got my wings to be a pilot, and played around with it. It was really just a fancy word processor back then. But it did have some neat things. And what happened was the internet came along, timing was right, and guess what? We started Worldprofit. So we've been doing this for a long time now, and during my workshops, I like to impart on people some of the stuff that we've learned, and you can find out all about it by starting the program the right way. I am. It's kind of really sad to say this, but there are so many people with such great potential that never start the training. It, they don't. I don't know if they just don't read the lessons, or well, a lesson like lesson three. I try. I mean, when you first pick your domain name and you start out as a silver member, it says very clearly, let's get you to lesson two. And then lesson two kind of prepares you for lesson three by saying, listen, lesson three is very important. Scroll down the page and read it and go through the training, watch the videos, get started in the program. And that is what we've learned works over these 3 decades. And I can tell you one thing for sure, that it will guide you into promoting. It will teach you about how to find places to promote. And those first 2 videos will get you all set. And take the 21 days very seriously. Our top sellers, and there's not just one, I mean, we've got a lot of them, they repeat lesson 3 over and over again every single day. And I'll talk to you about that on today's topics. So don't just watch these videos that you see, go through them, actually do them, and be patient with this program. Actually making money. It's a challenge, and it takes time. And you always have to say to yourself, if everybody was making all of these millions of dollars, well, we wouldn't have very good streets. We wouldn't have garbage collection. We wouldn't have houses built. We wouldn't have computer programmers. Why would you want to be a computer programmer if you can just simply make millions of dollars by joining the latest thing, right? So the whole world would fall apart. So you have to conclude, it's tough. But if you follow the process that we're teaching you, it will eventually blossom into something. It could be for your Worldprofit sales or for your affiliate programs, just having that understanding of how this works. And we'll talk about that in today's topics. Really, what you're doing on lesson 3 is you're learning to join sites, copy ads, and post ads. And we give you the sites, we give you the ads, and we tell you how to post. And that's what you're going to do for a couple of weeks, if not years, to get you started to understanding how this all works. We are also here 7 days a week to help you. if you have any questions or concerns, all you have to do is fill out a support ticket and we'll get right to you and help you as best we can. Gmail is probably the best email you can use. A couple of people do use Yahoo. If you can somehow find a way to get our email, that's fine. I do recommend that you, however, get a Gmail account because a lot of things are hooked in through Google these days. So it's my advice is that you get a Gmail account. What's the proof? And I hear this probably once a week, the traffic's not converting. Of course it's not. That's what you hear. The traffic is not converting. What do I do? Well, the first question I always say to people is, you converted. You are the traffic. You were the traffic. You still are the traffic for many other programs. Do you find yourself signing up to things? Yeah. Why? What made you sign up? Was it through a SafeList? Was it a YouTube video? And then turn around and say, well, what are we teaching you to do? We're just teaching you to do what somebody did to get you to sign up. So to say, well, the traffic doesn't convert, you almost have to look at yourself and say, well, what am I not doing? And in many, many cases, probably I'd say 100% in the last 3 weeks, I've checked the ad tracker and I don't see anything. No promotion. Oh, well, I put my ad in the rotator and I got my 50,000 visitors going. Yeah, that's good. But you got to say to yourself, isn't that pretty simple? Does George really want us to just do that and then walk away and watch the money roll in? No, you need to promote. So we're going to get back to that on today's topics. But for now, the first video is very important because it's going to set you up with your commission preference. Like, how do you want to be paid? It's going to take you through how to do your profile, set up your profile image, which you should have. It gives you an overview of the member area, talks to you about your membership and what you get, especially things like the Diamond, Ruby, and Traffic Blaster, which again are passive marketing, meaning you set it and forget it. Is it going to roll in the leads? Probably not. You're mixed in there with a lot of other ads. Is there value? Of course there is. $37 for 5 URLs for a full year. If you go to Google and you wanted to place an ad, or Facebook, $37 would last you approximately 3 to 4 hours if you had a good campaign going. So look at what we're giving you, which is value, a whole year of advertising for just $37. If you want to go elsewhere, you're going to pay thousands of dollars. So this is good, solid advertising, especially the Ruby solos. Somebody said to me, well, I'm not getting any conversions. And I said, well, I looked at your Ruby solos and you sent them all out and they averaged 50 to 80 clicks. So, that's when my alarm went off. And I said, well, I better take a look at what this person sent. And it was this page with these 3 big videos. I mean, you couldn't see anything else on the page. I even checked on my other computer. I'm like, do I have something wrong in my browser? It was these big 3 videos. And then at the bottom, it said, let's get you rich or something. And I thought, that's not going to convert. You know what? That's a close the window ad. So again, on lesson 3, what you're going to learn is what opt-in pages are, what they look like, how they're simple pages. And they're in English. They have writing. It's okay to have a video, but you should also have something that says, hey, this is it. You're also going to learn in the program what works and what doesn't work. Okay, so that first video is going to get you all set up. It's going to talk to you about how we have a newsletter that goes out to all associates, so you don't need to worry about the free associates. I mean, we give you an instant downline. Right? It's there. Are those people hot and ready to buy? Some of them might be. Some of them, like we have people that have been in the program for many, many years come and buy. We're trying to just give you something to get you going. And by all means, if you want to email those associates your other programs, Absolutely. Go for it. You'll learn about certain things that can speed up and make your promotion more efficient. And of course, those are JitBit, RoboForm, and email client management. If you have any questions, go ahead and just post them. I'm here to answer all of your questions. But before we start, let's congratulate Linda Elzey for being #1 sales champion for the month of July. Way to go, Linda. And the others, of course, that we saw last week. I tried to display them all, but for today, it's the 1st of August. So congrats, Linda. The Monitor Sales Contest winners. Oops, I didn't write, should say July. My mistake. For July are Raj and Linda Huggins and Nicole Ricketts. So congratulations to you all for doing that. That's fantastic. Look at, I can change this right here. I just insist on this being changed. This is July. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. Let's make this accurate. There we go. And there we are for July. Okay, so congratulations for the most monitor sales. And remember, Raj and Linda and Nicole are assisting in your sales. These aren't their sales. They're your sales. They're monitoring the chat area to convert people, not necessarily always to a sale, but to remind them of what they can have, some of the benefits. And of course, they're there to help associates feel like, wow, I'm in a community. I got people in here helping me find out how to post my ads. Okay, so well done. World Wide Web was invented. I just found that out this morning. It kind of reminded me. I was reading it. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, not the internet, the World Wide Web. And then Mosaic came along, the browser, and that was put in place to navigate this thing. And I have to tell you something, and this is going to shock you, but for those people in the last 2 weeks, I've seen really bad things from people's habits, and they're not generating leads. They're doing everything but generating leads. They've forgotten, because generating leads is what leads to everything else working. And the reason, they have a good reason. It's because they don't believe it. They think that something else will work. And the World Wide Web was invented 30 years ago, and we got in on it. And I had some good friends that were extremely intelligent roll their eyes when I explained how this was going to explode. I'll never name them, but they were some of the most intelligent people I've ever met. And they said, there's no way that you're going to be able to fit all these people into this thing through a phone line. And, it's just not going to work, George. You have to understand that. And I said, you know what? I am going to do this because you don't think it works. Everything that makes money is what 99% of the people don't believe works. And I can tell you one thing for sure, it's not 99%, but about 90% of the people that come into this program do not believe that generating leads as your primary focus is right. They think something else is. Maybe I'll just post some stuff on Amazon. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sell products. It's like, but to do all of that, you have to generate leads. If you don't have leads, you don't have a list, and you don't have a business. And I know I've drummed that thing over and over again, but always say to yourself, what do the people don't think works? And buy it. Buy it. And that is lead generation. Following our system of promotion, posting ads, and repeating that. One person in particular was a biggie. So I wrote a book. I wrote a book with the help of AI. So what I did was I came up with the concept. I said, you know what? This person has filled out 15 support tickets in 1 week. 15, 1 week. And oh my goodness, if I could get inside their head, it would be probably an explosive. There'd be sparks just going off. Maybe maybe I should look at this, and maybe no, I don't want to do that. I'm looking at that, and and it's just this. He's paralyzed his business. He's paralyzed it. It's gone. He's done. I don't think there's any recovery. I continue to answer support tickets. However, he's paralyzed because it's over analysis. And when I check the ad tracker, there's nothing there. Oh, there's a dot here and a dot there. Oh, I'll do that one now, and let's analyze this here. And so you can find it. It's in the goodie bag. I just loaded it in the goodie bag. I'll put it in the PLR product vault, but it's right here. You can take a look at it. It's a good read. Break Free, Overcoming Paralysis by Analysis. This will go up on Kindle in my Kindle library, and I'll charge for it. I'll charge $7 for people that want to read it. Okay, so it's a good read. Looks really good. Oops, sorry, I got the wrong link going into it, but I'll fix that up. It's a good read. I promise you I'll fix that link in a minute, and we'll be set to go. Okay, don't do it. Just follow the program. It's because nobody thinks it will work that you're sitting there promoting all the time. And yet you show people the money. It's right here. There's money. No, I had my other friend, I got to get back to this again. I've had several friends, very good friends that I went to school with and everything. And I had one of my really, really great friends. He came over to my house like 30 years ago. And I was sitting downstairs and he said, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on with you? I heard you're doing some thing." And I said, "Well, we're selling these packages for thousands of dollars on this web thing." And I said, we made like $50,000 in a day. And he said, "I got to call you on that." All I had was a beer. We were having a beer. So it wasn't like, well, I made 50 grand. And he said, "No, I don't think so. Because this thing, there's no way you're making that kind of money." So you know what I said? "Let's go upstairs," because I was working at home at the time. I said, "Let's go in my office. I'm going to show you something." I showed him $100,000 of orders in one day. And he went, "How are you doing this?" And I said, "It's because nobody believes this works. I'm right now, everybody's throwing money at this because 1% of people think it works. The other 99, leave them over there. Let them fail, let them go on, and that's it." So how do you get rid of paralysis? Well, once I get the link up to the book, you can read about it because it's got some good answers. Number one, remember to promote. Need more sources of traffic. Once you get over this, once you say, "Okay, you know what, George, you're right. I'm analyzing everything beyond analysis. I've got to stop doing that. What do I do?" Okay, let's get back to basic promotion. Okay, let's go in the member area here and let's talk about promotion. Let's go to the ad examples here. And these are the ads. And under training, you can see top Safelists, top exchanges. Let's start joining those and sending out some postings. But let's look at new associate sources here. And let's go through these and pick some, like this one, and this one, this one. Okay, look at these. That's three sources there you could try. I don't know what this is. Take a look at it. What's this one? Go take a look at it. Take a look at these things. These are sources of traffic. Quick ad. I don't know. These are where real people are signing up. There's never a moment where you can ever say to me, "Oh, I don't have anything to do. I've kind of posted to the 10 sites." 10. Let's make it 20. Our old CEO used to say that. I'd say, and this is not a word of a lie, I go, we used to have $1,000 days. That was our goal. We wanted to make $1,000 a day. This is way, way after the internet exploded, and all this stuff. It was, in 2004 or something, when sales were back to normal, right? We weren't selling $5,000 packages. We were selling like $100 a month, 150. So we said, let's make $1,000. So we made the 1,000 early. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was just, back then we used to talk on the phone, right? Didn't have texting or anything. Dr. Lant, we just made our 1,000. He go, yeah, okay. Let's make 2. I thought you were going to say congrats. There was no congratulations. None of that. We want to make $2,000. It's only 10 o'clock. So the phone hung up. I'm like, all right. So, oh, George, look at the postings I've done. Double it. I got my 400 clicks today. Good. Let's get 800. Yesterday, I had a great sales day. Well, I don't care about yesterday. I care about today. Yesterday? It's like I said to Sandy Hunter, our president, well, we had a good cash month last month. Well, that's it. Now, let's the 1st of August. Let's continue. Like that's good. Good for you. Good for you. You did good yesterday. You got your 600 clicks. Let's get 1,200 today. It's just, that's how it's done. So, need even more sources. Here's another one that just, I'm going to calm down. Just going to calm down for a sec. I've been telling people to get a YouTube channel and create YouTube videos now for 2 years. I've been drumming it and drumming it and drumming it. I checked a couple of people's channels, and they're a channel. There's no videos. It's just, well, I got the channel. Folks, YouTube is the World Wide Web 30 years ago, when I begged people, you've got to listen to me. This is going to work. Man, nobody listened. So I'm rich. So what? Made millions of dollars. YouTube. Get a YouTube channel, make some videos. I don't care how you do it. Make videos. If you don't know how, ask the AI. Say to the AI, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm with Worldprofit. Give me some ideas. I'm in this affiliate program. Give me some ideas. The AI, I should have put AI on there. Maybe we'll drum that one next week. But get a YouTube channel. Make sure you are posting to Facebook groups about perhaps your ebook that you wrote or had the AI write. Right? Do you think I'm going to put my book up on Facebook? Of course I am. Do you think I'm going to do a YouTube video about it? Of course I am. There's tons of things to do. So Facebook, Instagram. I don't do a lot of Instagram, but it's there. Or TikTok. I should have wrote TikTok in there. Maybe I'll do that. Let's write TikTok in there. Nothing wrong with TikTok. It's pretty cool. So we're going to do that. We're going to go in here and we're going to say TikTok. Okay, then we'll refresh. TikTok. Look at that. Watch this. TikTok. Right? Again, I know 99% of the people watching this video right now will just go, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, don't. Lose money. I said it will work. So, again, the new AI book writing and creation service is coming soon. I don't know when. It's working though. I'm just finishing up some stuff with it. It's going to be really cool. I know that there are ebook writing sites and things like that, but isn't it nice to just say, listen, I want you to create an ebook for me about my affiliate program or about some concept that I want, they're great lead magnets. You will be able to take an ebook and click a button and create an opt-in page for it using Landing Page Builder 36. I might do a couple of others so that you can, immediately have a opt-in page to get the book for free. And the system will send the book out. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this and that, and everything will be done. The book will be stored in the cloud. The Everything will be automated. You just click a button. Okay, so that's coming soon. There will be a cost, of course, because I have to pay too. I can't just wing them up. It's pretty cool. Are there any questions about any of this? And with YouTube, I got to say this again. With these sites, you don't have to just do world profit. I'm not saying, oh, make 20 videos about world profit. I did have one gentleman do that, and that's fine, but his whole channel was just world profit. I thought, mix it up a bit. Like YouTube, you don't have to talk about world profit stuff and generate world profit leads. You can talk about something else to do with entrepreneurs and making money online, and then say, if you want to find out more, go to World Profit, under one of your landing pages. So you can do that too, and that's what I do. That whole idea of these books is to generate leads for World Profit, right? But what does paralysis by analysis have to do with World Profit? Not much. But people will say, I want to sign up with George because he's the author of the book. Oh, well, what's George? Well, George is World Profit, so come on in. That sort of thing. Okay, how do you add your other programs to World Profit? Well, my favorite link in the whole site is the ad examples. And you will want to come down here and click on this advanced area where you can add your programs, and you can watch a good video right here about how to do it. Make sure you do. Make sure you put your affiliate programs in there. Any other programs that you're involved with. Our 31st birthday special is on. I'm going to take you silver members or platinum. You can renew your platinum anytime you want for another year or 2 or 3. What you will see is over here to get the special. All you have to do is go into your member area and click on the left. It'll say renew or upgrade, save 60%. These are the things that you get when you upgrade. Okay, birthday special, it's all included in here. You don't even need a quote. Okay, you don't need a quote. You can just click on that and go, and everything will be added. All right. Mark Miller says, any suggestions on managing posting to multiple sources of traffic? I have some I use all the time and some I tend. Yeah, this is why I created Link Magic. I love Link Magic. It's right down here. Where is it? Link Magic. Link Magic, right at the bottom here. And this is because this is my silver area. Let's go to my other. Let's go to my area here. Link Magic. Right here. Okay, so this is what I do, Mark. Create different buttons for the ones that you use, and that way, if you launch them all, and you've got your RoboForm going, and you go, oh, you log into 3 of them, and you go, oh, I can't post yet. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, well, you can post in 2 days or whatever. It's no big deal. You just close the tab. That's what I do. I go in here and I just go through that, and someone like Rich Moyer has probably 50. He's a super, like this guy is Mr. Promote. He has at least 50 buttons. Like I don't mean 50 links. I mean 50 buttons of links. Isn't that something? There's no limit. And you can also, if you say to yourself, well, I like Link Magic, but is there another way to, maybe store your links? You can also create folders, right? You can also create a folder and put stuff in that, and then you right click on a folder and you say open all 7 in a new window. Okay, and it will open all of the things in that folder in a new window. You can do that too. So, but I like Link Magic because I just go to one spot and they're all there. I prefer using these tabs up here or these folders for other stuff. Text expander, exactly. Yeah. And always remember, and I will say this, I hate to go on about this World Wide Web, but Another line that I would like to have put in here for today is SafeList marketing. When I first discovered it, I poo-pooed it. I said, no, it's just a bunch of people posting their own links. I don't see how this is going to work. And then like I said before, I bought some stuff. I bought RoboForm and I bought some PLR product, and I learned about PLR, which turned into the PLR vault, right? Like all these things happen because of SafeList. And I've read it many, many times, oh, I don't like SafeLists and, here's why and all that stuff. Good. 99% don't like something. George's, I'm in. We've made millions of dollars in sales in the last 15 years using SafeList marketing. Why does it work? Very simple. The owners of a SafeList give you their list and say, you may post to the list as long as you're looking at other ads. And like I said, go into Costco and have a list of things you want to buy. I just want to buy this and this. You'll roll out of there with 5, 6 things. Of course you will. It's window shopping. And that's what got me. That's why they work. But again, if somebody said, George, would you change people's attitude towards SafeList? No way. They'd be overloaded. Nope. Stay over there and let me make the money. And you folks. Let you folks make the money. We don't want them. Riffraff. Right? They're the ones that don't see. They don't have any vision. You're the 1%. Go in there and post to these things, man. It's free. It doesn't cost a nickel. And then if you want to upgrade, go ahead. Upgrade. Right? Upgrade. I'm upgraded in state of the art. I'm upgraded in Hercules. Always will be. It works. But again, George, would you like the 99? Nope. Leave them over there. They're going to get in the way and they're going to just confuse it and make it, I'm busy making money. They can go and do their whatever they're doing over there. Same with YouTube. Oh, yeah, I don't want to do a YouTube channel. Don't. More people will look at my videos. Could you imagine if the 99% came over to YouTube? I'd never get any visits to my videos. There'd be too many videos. And I know, oh, but George, there's billions of videos. Yeah, that's right. I don't want trillions. So there you go, folks. I'm going to leave it off. If you have any questions or anything I've missed, fill out a support ticket. I'll be happy to help. Like I said, I'm excited about this ebook stuff. I'm excited about giving people, an ebook where then you can do a video on the ebook that we create for you. I won't do the video, but you can. It's not that hard to do. You can even have the AI do one. I think Sora. If you want to remember a word, Sora, S-O-R-A. Just Google that and say, what is Sora? It's a video creation system that ChatGPT has. I haven't used it, but I hear it's pretty cool. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you next Friday. Okay, thank you very much.